Yeah.
times. Why were you able to hit it that time?
Yeah, we had a similar play with Cam that I overthrew just a little bit, and going on the sideline, Demo was like, you know what, you're gonna throw a touchdown pass the next drive. We talked about the look; they showed it various times in the game. Slid the line. They did a great job picking it up. Wayne Knight with the touchdown saving block as well with that, and Yamir, shoot, it's easy to throw to him.
How about that run there in the fourth quarter coming out of the timeout where you just go right up the middle? And I don't think I've ever seen you that excited after.
Yeah.
What were kind of the emotions right there that moment?
Yeah, I mean that was I can't describe those emotions. Just they gave us the perfect look. The O line executed tremendously. They were the X factor in this win.
Talk about the start to the game. Y'all really dominated
Yeah.
possession for the first two drives. Was that sort of a mindset that you wanted to get to the game?
Yeah. We wanted to continue that hot streak and get off to a fast start, and we were able to do that, which is crucial. For later in the game, already having those points stored up.
After taking some sacks, over the past few weeks, how did it feel to just break off a big 50-yard run, just run down the sideline, go?
Oh yeah, yeah. That was pretty cool. Coach Kennedy had the perfect play call. They gave us the perfect defense for that. Taylor had a great block right there to spring me for the touchdown. So the guys around me are just the greatest.
Was that design or run, or was that an option?
That was a read. That was a read. I was reading the defensive end.
What about just the Knight brothers? What did you see from them where they've emerged as really some of the top players?
Man, yeah. I mean, I've known for a while that they were some dogs. I was talking to Dave. I was like, I got to figure out, what they're eating, what's in their cereal. They're eating their Wheaties or something. But those guys, they deserve the world and more. They stayed down, they worked their butt off, and they're really reaping the benefits.
Talk about just how you guys just were able to persevere, because I know that third quarter was a struggle there for a little bit. Just how were you guys just able to kind of keep staying the course?
I'm sure Coach Chesney said it, but he talked about before the game that competitive stamina. Getting off to the fast start, having that competitive stamina, and finishing strong. So we really saw what we were made out of right there in that dogfight, and all the work in the offseason paid off.
There were a couple times you've drawn guys offside on your cadence this year. There's that big one in that fourth and inches in
Yeah.
the last drive. Talk about that play. How huge was that to get that?
Yeah, that was huge. That we were about to punt it right there, but that really helped us milk the clock and get this victory.
Were you expecting to be such a shootout in the first half with all the trees and touchdowns, or did you think it was going to be more defense?
Well, whenever you come into a game, especially a rivalry game, you have to expect, crazy things to happen. And I think that was just the natural game flow. I don't think we were expecting anything like that to happen, or even the opposite. We just went out and did our job, and they did a great job in the first half.
I don't know if you know, but George Soto lost to Troy earlier.
Yeah, I saw that on the scoreboard. So yeah,
Anything
yeah.
personally in the year? Is the message changed at all in the locker room?
Say that again.
Is the message changed at all in the locker room?
No,
Say maybe
no. We knew that this whole time we controlled our destiny, control the controllables, and we have a great group of guys that are relentless and hungry for the next opportunity.
Well, yeah, I guess just with those last two games, knowing that Georgia's our team that's at the top can like take a loss, like what are you just gonna do now that you know that you have a chance, but you just like can't afford to take it?
Yeah, we don't change anything about our process and how we work day to day. If anything, we become a tighter knit unit, and we really rely on each other and make sure things are right.
Kind of talk a little bit about the patience you have to have as a pass rusher when you're going up against a quarterback that can run. How much you kind of have to like restrain from yourself not to just blow past him when you're rushing by.
There was a big that was a big reminder or something that we like emphasize going into the game this week. We can't get out of our pass rush lanes. We got to have a lot of pass rush integrity, and we got to rush as a group because that's the best way anybody's gonna get sacks. You can't it can't be a one man show. So we just rushed as a group. The inside did their thing, the outside did their thing, and as you can see, we got home.
For you personally, was there anything that you were doing technique-wise that you kind of noticed throughout the game that would work against that tackle?
Yeah, I had to slow it down a little bit because I know speed and finesse is my thing. So I just had to slow it down and take out the speed part and just use a little bit more of the finesse. But kudos to the quarterback. I know he was big on getting out of the pocket and maneuvering the pocket, but we were able to get him down a bunch today.
What did you guys do? What adjustments did you make for the second half? You guys shut them out for 29 minutes there, except for that late touchdown. Just what did you guys kind of do just to really kind of slow down their offense?
Everybody kept reiterating, just do your job. Like we were calling the right calls at first, we just weren't executing. So we just had to tighten down on the execution factor. And then once we came out executed, you guys see what we did in the second half. We just played JMU football.
Do you think how big was like Yamir's touchdown there to make it a two possession game? Because you guys are getting the stops, and then when the offense kind of like breaks through, it's like okay, like we have that push now, like let's put this thing away.
the Knight brothers were balling today. They was doing their thing, running back and receiver. Like, they was definitely doing their thing. I know that household is happy this weekend. So it was good to see them break through. And then finally, like, we started to play complementary football. Offense started to get rolling. Defense started to get rolling. It was just cool to see. And I think it's real cool to see, like, both the brothers doing their things, like, going hand in hand. That's super cool to me. And I just, kudos to them today.
You're a little, I mean, over the past few games, you're a little more quiet. I mean, you had some big games to start off the year as well, but then you get 2.5 sacks today. I mean, just talk about what it means to you individually to have that performance.
It's amazing to have, but I couldn't do it without my teammates, couldn't do it without my coaching staff, couldn't do it without JMU Nation, honestly. Just got to keep working, and, you have to do what you got to do to win. At the end of the day, I might have a quiet game, but I just got to get my job done and do it to perfection at the end of the day.
I'm curious what your relationship with Eric is like, especially since you guys have really stepped up as like the lead pass rushers on this team. How do you sort of feel like you guys complement each other on opposite ends of the line?
Me and Eric, our relationship has grown so much since I first got in here, all the way through the summer, all the way until now. Like, we just feed off each other. Like, he'll get a sack, I'll get a sack. I'm more the finesse and speed. He's more the motor, gritty, blue-collar guy. So, like, we'll just feed off of each other. I'll ask him how he did that or how he feels against this tackle, and then vice versa. We'll just keep getting game from each other, honestly, and then we'll just keep growing. And then us being from New York, like the swagger is just there. It's going to naturally connect. The chemistry's already there.
How would you describe the intensity of this game? Did it feel like a rivalry game when you're out there?
100%. The fans were chirping. You see in the fourth quarter, ODU started chirping. So it was cool. It was cool to experience this rivalry and show them that it's truly not a rivalry, and we are the best team in VA.
Going back to you and ODU, is it kind of good when there's like differences between the two of you? Because maybe there's too many similarities. Like there may be like some issues with that as well.
No, it's really just it's a two-headed monster in two different types, in two different ways. Like I told you, I'm gonna be the quick finesse guy. He's gonna be the smack you in the face guy and like power bull rush you, whatever the case may be for that week. But we really just feed off of each other. Like, when he gets a sack, I'm nothing but happy for him, and that's like, all right, it's my turn, and then vice versa. And then we always make up celebrations each week, as y'all seen on the first sack. Like, we just feed off each other, and we just keep it going week by week, and we just having fun with it, honestly.
We've asked you about this like a couple different times, just for both of you. Just how much fun are you all having just playing with each other this year?
Yeah, it's definitely fun for both of us. Just being able to play together in college, and then also just being able to get in the game together in college. It's just, really exciting for us and the family. So just being able to do that was definitely a blessing for both of us.
The question is kind of cliche a little bit, like when your time in the darkness and then when you're out in the light, you'll whatever he says. For two guys who waited their turn last season, what does it mean kind of in the grand scope of things to ball out and get a chance?
I feel like it's great. He puts us in situations to just showcase like what we're capable of doing. Just like those situations in practice, we're either gonna basically we either gonna fail or we're gonna succeed. And most of the times, me and him, we're gonna succeed. So that's a great part of like Coach Chesney's game for sure. And just being able to be hungry and just stay motivated while you're in the dark. And when that light shines on us, being able to be revealed, for all the hard work that we've put in. Coach Chesney, he harps on that a lot. So that's a big applaud for us.
Wayne, curious how just that touchdown in the third quarter. That touchdown in the third quarter. Asked Alonza about already, but it seemed like that was a play you all were trying to hit a few different times. How were you able to hit it that time, and what worked effectively on that specific instance?
Zoe had overthrown like 2 of those balls beforehand. He just stayed poised back there. He actually made the check to score that touchdown, and he trusted me, and I trusted him, and I knew we were going to make the play together.
Curious how it feels for you guys to both reach the end zone in a game for the first time since you were in Smyrna. Just how grateful are you to play with each other? Have you heard from any family or friends back home too?
Yeah, everybody's on watching and cheering us on. We appreciate them guys a lot. Them boys, they've been rocking with us since day one. So, we appreciate that a lot. But, just being able to get in the end zone together, in the same game, it's really just a blessing. It's a testimony to all the hard work that we've put in. So, yeah. It's also a dream come true. Me and this guys worked our tail off. Like, opportunity or not, we're going to continue to work, and we're going to continue to make plays.
What are y'all's phones been looking like after this game and blowing up from family members at all?
Yeah, they definitely going on. I got to put that thing on Do Not Disturb.
How important was it getting that kind of hot start, on the road after having, some issues on the road the last 2 games and you started off hot?
It's definitely really important. Our motto is to be able to start fast, and we have an explosive offense, and we've been able to do that. And when we do that, we have a lot of success. So that's really a big emphasis of what we do, and who we are.
I feel like the coaches really put a lot of trust in their players, which is us. They really just trust us, and they put us in position to make plays, and we just go out there and make them.
And then going for the 2-point conversion as well. I mean, obviously, you guys weren't the beneficiaries, but when you guys are going for the 2-point conversions, does that just mean you guys are playing with a lot of spunk? You're just trying to continue the hot streak, kind of, right?
Yeah, whenever we score a touchdown, I really don't know if we're kicking or if we're going for two. I just know that we're going to score either way.
Can you talk about just how you guys persevered as a unit there in the third quarter? Because scoring was tough to come by on both sides, and how you all were just able to stay the course, and what kind of the mood and the psyche was on the sideline during that third quarter before your touchdown.
I feel like we're just a tight-knit group. When things are going bad, we're just there to pick each other up no matter what. And we just have the chemistry for that. And the coaches trust us. So we trust them. We trust them to make the right call. They trust us to make the plays.
And, football is a hard game. We understand that there's going to be ups and downs. And just being able to, stay poised at times when we're down, and, that really elevates our whole team and our offense as a unit. So just being able to, be poised in those kind of situations and still being able to have success, even though, we aren't moving the ball or whatever the case may be.
I don't know if y'all saw, but Georgia Southern did lose their game against Troy, so there's a bit of opportunity to make a push for the Sun Belt Championship. Kind of describe to me y'all's mindset for these last two games.
Hey, man, it's been kill mentality since we started. Coach Chesney talked about it earlier, going on this 4-week stretch, just being able to, just keep the foot on the gas and continue to do what we do best. And, really just being able to just kill and win out.
We're worried about us no matter, what are the outcomes of the other games. Of course, we're happy that they dropped one. We're just going to continue to play our game, and if it falls in our hands, it will. And if not, it just won't.
What the white face paint, was that by design? You ought to wear a white face paint over the nose, or just a chance?
I was actually in the locker room. I go to Gannon, the dude with all the face paint. I'll go to Gannon and just get whatever he has. And Wayne was like, yeah, let me get that.
Yeah,